Hello, welcome to this week's harmonica lesson. I'm Tomlin from TomlinHarmonicaLessons.com, and I'm going to show you how to play the Paul Butterfield classic Born in Chicago. But before I show you how to play it, let's listen to what it sounds like. Okay, now you've listened to the whole 12-bar intro. I'm going to break it down into licks and show you how to play it bit by bit. The tab's going to be up on screen beneath me. You'll need a harmonica in the key of D to play along with this. So let's get started. So the first lick sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's really sitting on that 2 draw a lot. So we've got the 2 draw, and we're enunciating all of the 2 draws by saying 2. So that's 2 draw, 2 draw, 2 draw, whole step bend, up to the 2 draw. So let's try that together. 3, 4. Okay, and then we have a little tag at the end, which just goes. Okay, so that starts on the offbeat, and it's just 2 draw, 2 draw, whole step bend, sliding down into a 1 draw. So this is a little portion of phrase that I recommend kind of spending a bit of time just repeating it so that you can just throw it in there and play it quite quickly. Okay, so let's try that whole lick nice and slowly together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm going to go quite quickly through this because you have the tab and you can download the tab as well. I'll show you how at the end of the lesson. So I'll go quite quickly through, and you can always rewind and go over it again. So the second lick is very similar to the first lick, a bit of kind of call and response variation type thing. Just sounds like this. 3, 4. Okay, so that's still sitting on that 2 draw, 2 draw, 2 draw, and then we do 1 draw, 2 draw, whole step bend, 1 draw, 2 draw, 2 draw. Okay, so really work on the timing of this because there's quite a lot of sort of offbeat accenting. That's what's known as syncopation. So, you know, the first 2 draw lands on the beat, but the second 2 draw lands on the offbeat. So we have this. So once you get that strong sense of the ba 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 on the beat, off the beat, that's what this tune is all about. So let's play that nice and slowly together all the way through lick 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Okay. Right, lick 3. Let's try this one. So it should sound like this. We're starting just after beat 3, so don't be thrown by that. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, quite easy. So 2 draw, whole step bend, starting on the offbeat. You're hitting it again, and then you're hitting it a 3rd time and sliding it up to a 2 draw, which you're then going to hold and put some vibrato on. Okay, so that starts after beat 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're going into the 4 chord here of the 12-bar sequence. So that 2 draw coming into that clean 2 draw whole step bend coming into the clean 2 draw really announces the change quite nicely. So let's try that a couple more times, nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and if your vibrato is a little bit uncomfortable, just persevere with it. It takes quite a lot of time to get comfortable with it, but remember we're using our throat for this vibrato, and you might start off sounding a little bit more like this. And that's okay. That's the first stage before you get a nice smooth sounding vibrato. So do stick with it. Right, let's move on to lick 4. So this is a real tasty lick. So it should sound like this. 1. Okay, so it's starting just after beat 1 on the offbeat. So we have that 2 draw, 3 draw half step bend, 4 blow, 4 draw half step bend, 4 blow, 3 draw half step bend. Okay, so that's the first half. So we'll just look at that to start with. So starting just after beat 1, 1. Okay, so it's all 8th notes until you get to that 3 draw half step bend, which lasts for a whole beat. So it's a quarter note. So 1. Okay, and then the second half of the lick. Okay, so we have 4 draw, down to a 4 draw half step bend, 3 draw half step bend, 2 draw, 2 draw. Now, a lot of people, they try and play it very kind of distinctly between each note, and that makes it very hard to do. But if you think of it more as a kind of slur and then a glissando, so slurring the 4 draw into a 4 draw bend, and then kind of just sliding down to the 2 draw, it's much easier. So practice that a few times, get comfortable with it, and then get it up to speed. Okay, so let's try the whole of lick 4 together. So remember, we're starting just after beat 1. So 1. Okay, one more time. 1. Okay, and don't forget to enunciate that final 2 draw, otherwise it won't pop out quite as it should. Okay, so lick 5, this one starts on beat 2 and sounds like this. So 1. Okay, really tasty lick here. So we'll do it into 2 halves again, like lick 4. So you're sliding up, glissando, up to the 6th draw. So if you're not confident about what that note should sound like, just play the 6th draw and then slide. And if you hear a different note, you've got it wrong. So just practice that a little bit. So we're doing 6 draw, sliding up to it, 6 blow, 5 draw, 4 draw, 4 blow, 3 draw half step bend. Those are all 8th notes, so half a beat each. And again. Okay. And then the second half has some really tasty sounding movements, but they're not too challenging to get. So we're starting on, well, I'll play it for you first. Okay, so that's 4 blow, and then you're taking a 4 draw half step bend straight on, and you're releasing it, bringing it back down to the 4 draw half step bend, then sliding down to a 3 draw half step bend, 2 draw, 3 draw half step bend, 2 draw. So let's just practice the beginning of that. So the 4 blow to the kind of wobble on the 4 draw half step bend. So it'll be. Okay, and then we add the 3 draw, half step bend, and 2 draw. Okay, so let's put the whole of this lick together. Lick 5, so starting on beat 2. 1. Okay, one more time. 1. Okay, right, we're getting home stretch. We've got 2 more licks to go. So, lick 6, super easy, sounds like this. What's that? So, that is the Little Walter Dirty 3 draw. So, we're starting on a 2 draw whole step bend on the offbeat after beat 1. So, you're playing on that and of beat 1. 2 draw whole step bend, release it up to the 2 draw, and then you're going to play the 3/4. So 3 draw with a little bit of 4 draw in it. Okay, so let's try that. 1, 1. I'm sorry, 1, 1. And a bit of vibrato on that 3/4. 1. Okay, get that up to speed, and then we have one more lick. Lick number 7, which leads into the turnaround, and you'll recognize it. It's very similar to lick 1. So it sounds like this. Starts on beat 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we're leading into kind of the, well, lick 2 pretty much. So we're doing 2 draw, whole step bend on beat 4, and that's the pickup phrase to come back into the second lick. So 2 draw, 1 draw, 2 draw, whole step bend, 1 draw. So 2, 3. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we have just a little reminder of what we had at the beginning, the 2 draw, whole step bend, 1 draw, that little rolling lick that I told you about. And that's kind of your turnaround, basically. So that's why it's really important to repeat that little phrase, just those 3 notes. Repeat it enough so that you can just throw it in, roll it off the tongue. So let's try that whole lick 7, starting on beat 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Okay, so that is the whole of the 12-bar intro. So now what you can do for me is you can hit like on this video. That would be awesome. And subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss next week's lesson, because I post a new lesson every single Wednesday. And now, something for you. If you click in the description below, you'll be able to get the tablature, free harmonica tablature for this tune. And you can also get audio files of each of those licks to play along to so that you can practice them in isolation before putting them all together. Brilliant. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next week for the next harmonica lesson.